Hey guys, hello, and good afternoon to everyone. So guys, I'm back. I'm your host Sententious. At this particular historiography and historical information communication channel. And guys, I am already, to present to you your today's topic, which is about the infrastructure development and town planning. Now, guys, here, this is something, which I actually, spoke yesterday, in that previous video. Guys, as the thing is going, in my yesterday's video, I actually opted for the explication of the, as to how the town planning and infrastructure development is, is really crucial, or is really essentially preponderant, for the development of the public life, for the development of the public domain in India. And it's like the thing is, guys, as I already explained yesterday, about the street architecture and about the street facilitations, today, it's like my topic, is sort of a bit more elaborate, than yesterday. It's like, guys, as you can see, that, wherever you're living, maybe in agglomeration Mumbai, agglomeration Delhi, or whatever, with due respect to everyone, from every city, every agglomeration, Chennai, Delhi, or even from every country. But guys, what I mean to say is that, essentially, one thing, if you have noticed, is that, in the good old days, in India, there used to be the tram railways, which used to be, an essential transportation service, for the all pedestrians and all the civilians and all. And guys, the thing is that, these days, all those trams and all, are already discontinued, And guys, that discontinuation of those trams, took place, in 1964, for agglomeration Mumbai. And before that, from the span of 1940s to 1960s, these 2 decades, guys, were the times, where the decline, or what we call the removing, or what we call repudiation of those trams, actually took place. And guys, the thing is that those trams, which were once actually, opted for installation by the Imperial Indian government, the British colonized India. The British Indian government, actually had opted for the, the inculcation, or what we call the civil institutionalization of those trams, in 1874, for then capital of India, which was Kolkata. So, guys, the thing is that, as you can see, in every vibrant city, wherever you go, might be London, London is like, those trams, which are present in London, aren't really that active, Those are just present in museums. So guys, the trams in London aren't really active, as I am aware of. But guys, in every other places like Poland, or Warsaw, the capital city, and all, or even in Berlin, even in New York, even in Illinois State, Chicago, or even in Japan, or even in all the major European cities and countries or nations, wherever you go, you can find a beautiful tram, and which, acts like in great traditionalistic way of transportation, and which really have its, what we call a vintage feel, and which, for that matter, if you want to relate it that way, you can even relate it to the Victorian times. You can even relate it to somewhat Renaissance period, late Renaissance period. But guys, the thing is that, guys, those trams, were truly symbolic, in every cities, in every major cities, wherever they were institutionalized, especially in the United States and in Europe. But guys, the thing is that when it comes about the Indian trams, because I'm from India, but with due respect to everyone, with due respect to every viewers, it might be British, Welsh, Polish, German, or Austrian, Herzegovinian, Japanese, every viewers, we truly, me, myself, trying to be an official representative, trying to be a representative of the Indian people, would like to welcome all the viewers, to my channel, to opt for a great time, watching these things and, creating a sense of cognizance. Yeah, so guys, without digressing, getting back to the point, in India, as you can see, the trams, guys, were really discontinued, were every cities, except the agglomeration Kolkata. And guys, the thing is, that because of this particular reason, it really, led into, what we call downfall of the transportation sector in India. And therefore, the thing is that, nowadays, you don't really see any tram, running on any Indian agglomeration apart from the megalopolis of Kolkata, where those trams are still run by the Calcutta Tram-Rail Corporation. But guys, the thing is that, one of my cardinal interests today in this video is that, guys, because you can see with all this sort of problems, that we don't have those trams, we don't even have, what we call those street facilitations, like I mentioned yesterday, like in domestic drinking water facility, like in domestic electric phone charging booth, like in domestic sunlight protecting shade or rainfall protecting shade, a domestic medical store, a domestic gas station. Now, gas station is available, but guys, that frequency, isn't really, what we call the frequency is really less, because you can see one gas station here and then another gas station, would be really 5 kilometers away from that, or probably even be 15 kilometers, if you take into consideration all the rural areas. But guys, my cardinal piece of addressing today is that, as I already spoke about the street architecture and the street amenities, or the granting of the convenience, for all the civilians, general people, or the statesmen of India. It's like, guys, even this particular thing about the tram, the Tram-Rail, is really important, it's as preponderant as the drinking water, or that fresh air to breathe. So guys, the thing is that, what I wish to, make my take on this particular thing, or the thing, which I need to offer addressing, is that, guys, those tramways, which used to be a tradition, or which used to be a fantasy back then, in the good old days, guys, is no more a fantasy on the people nowadays. Guys, the thing is that, there are still some categories of people, or there are still some people, who really crave about, trams, and they go to, visit Calcutta, or any other American city, like wherever the trams are, like New York or Boston, whatever it is. But guys, the thing is that, when it comes to the consideration of India, guys, the situation is not changing, guys, because the tramways, as they were institutionalized by the British government back then, as we were under the British rule, British colonized India. So, guys, that was, I believe, really a great initiative, which was taken by the Indian government. Like, obviously, I don't really mean to say anything, anything, what we call anything blunt about the British government. I truly respect them, and I truly respect all those things, which happened in India back then. It's like, obviously, we were colonized by the Britishers and all, but guys, that's a part of history now. So, and sense of nationalistic patriotism, or, and statesmanship, should obviously arise. But guys, that shouldn't result in any sort of enmity, towards the nations, or, towards our neighboring countries, or, whatever countries. So guys, we truly, look forward for a great friendship with the United States and with the European Union, or especially Britain and all the countries like Japan, all the Asian countries and all. But guys, my point is that, guys, in the as in 1873, those trams were institutionalized, back then in India, especially the first agglomeration, which was to institutionalize the tram was the agglomeration Kolkata, which was back then it might be referred to as Calcutta or whatever it is. But guys, the thing is that, those days, it used to be really ethereally euphoric, to travel through those trams, in the city. Just imagine, that you need to go from, civil lines to, let's say, Parliament House or Lieutenant's Delhi, to Ramkrishnapuram, Arkepuram as we call it, or anywhere, from Shahadara to Indirapuram or wherever it is, It's like, guys, you would have that tram, or you would have had that tram, which you can use, and which you could use, I'm sorry. And, you could really, use it as an essential means of commutation, domestic commutation, for your own purposes and all. Imagine, like, how life would be, Like, obviously, I do take into consideration the traffic regulation and all those things, or the, superlative magnitude of the deleterious traffic, which is prevalent nowadays in agglomeration Bangalore and agglomeration Mumbai and even somewhat Delhi. But guys, the thing is that, as I said, guys, that, if we, never think about revolutionizing us, or, revolutionizing our race or our country, that, guys, all these problems, will literally, what we call, will literally intimidate us, or, those problems, those problems will undermine us. But, guys, we should take that lead, we should intimidate those problems, and, we should undermine those problems. We should, face those problems, and create a sense of, create a spirit of nationalism and, and great sense of statesmanship, for the nation of India. And, guys, therefore what I mean to say is that, guys, for all the young minds, who are listening to this video, but, guys, if you're really interested in this, in this whole things like the re-institutionalization of the tramways in India, the tramways in agglomeration, Mumbai, or whatever it is, and, guys, please do subscribe to this. Please do subscribe to this channel, and feel free to share your views and opinions, in the comments below. But, guys, the thing is that getting back to the point, actually, as I recall, that was an initiative in our country, about the institutionalization of trams, and which years ago in 2018, if I'm not wrong, it was proposed in Andhra Pradesh, probably in Hyderabad, if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry, not in Hyderabad, I'm not really sure, but some major city of Andhra Pradesh, had really, proposed the re-institutionalization of the trams. But, guys, the thing is that particular project, didn't really go well, and therefore, I haven't, heard anything, from that project. So, guys, my one of the essential or crucial piece of addressing today is that, guys, this particular tram is also as essential, as great roads, great road connectivity, absence of the potholes, absence of the porosity in the roads, and great public amenities and great public facilitations for the pedestrians and the civilians, and public drinking water facility and public food joint. If you're really feeling hungry, you can quickly grab a bite, and public medical store. Because accidents do happen, guys. Anything wrong can happen, guys. Why we should take risk, guys, we truly, we truly, should be on a quest, to be a civilized nation, guys, yeah, getting back to the point, anything can go wrong, guys. You can fall off the road, you might have a severe accident, or you might just slip off the street, or you might just have a minor accident from the bicycle or something. But, guys, why should we take risk? And just consider, if your house is really far, or if it's, let's say, 10 blocks away, or let's say 5 to 6 miles away. But, guys, how can you really go to your house? So, guys, therefore these things are really essential, like about a domestic food joint. Like, I don't mean to say all the food joints, which are apparently present, like the stalls and all, not exactly. But, guys, what we call sort of regulated environment, where you can actually go and sit, and you can peacefully have your food, and you can actually look into your problem as to where are you really injured, or are you really getting late for something, might be for a train station, might be for your class, or if you had a really rough day or something. But, guys, the thing is that is my addressing. And, guys, that domestic drinking water facility is even as preponderant as all the other things, because, guys, at multiple times, you would have encountered this thing that, guys, people, don't really, pay that emphasis, to all these things about drinking water facility and all. And, guys, often as those accidents happen there, or you might get tired or something, or you need a rehydrating solution like an ORS or something. There is no drinking water facility available, or there is no even medical store or something. And, guys, nobody really helps. So therefore, guys, my current piece of address is that these things, should be really taken into consideration, and especially particularly to the young minds who are watching this videos now, should really, should be decisive enough, and should have that great experience in thinking about these things, and discussing, if they are really interested in change for our country. Because, guys, that's what this nation is striving for, and this nation should strive for, and every citizen and every student and every boy and girl, or every woman and man, or every whomsoever it might be, irrespective of the gender, irrespective of the color, irrespective of the complexion, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the caste. I truly respect every caste, every religion, every nationality, every ethnicity, every complexion, every color, every gender, boys and girls, and whatever it is, even if it's even if the gender is otherwise. I respect everyone, and guys, I truly, wish you to, I really wish, to create a sense of cognizance, or, create a sense of awareness, or that alertness, and to, cultivate it into the young minds, Even I am a young mind myself, I'm still in my boyhood stage. But guys, the thing is that, these things, should be really, should be really at the forefront, be visible, and, it should be really thought of decisively, and, should be really, even inculcated, guys, and that's what is going to create a great India, guys, And guys, just standing for the pledge or something is not going to help. Like, obviously, we should stand for pledges and all those things, for prayers, but guys, and sense of responsibility, or the responsibility of every citizen, which is the role, which is obviously the role and responsibility, or which is the cardinal duty, which every citizen, everyone, in this country, should, succeed in taking. And therefore, guys, I have to say that the tram line, the tramways are really a good suggestion, or a good thought, in a vibrant growing economy like India. They can really, help our country, in opting to, make the daily and public life in India, really convenient. And therefore, the thing is that, guys, what I mean to say is that these all things are, really cardinal and really crucial. And therefore, guys, everyone, should really pay attention to all these things. And therefore, guys, what I mean to say actually is that because it's really important about important to have that public drinking water facility, public medical store, public electronic vending machine, as I explicated yesterday, public general purpose mart, for buying some essential things like in SIM card, or an SD card, or a camera reel, or even a comb or something. And it's really necessary, guys, because where will you go, if you have really forgotten all those things, guys. And even if you are a resident, or even if you are a resident of some neighborhood, which is really in the vicinity, or which is really, just at the periphery of the spot from where you're standing. But guys, that's an exceptional case. But guys, under any circumstance, everyone can't be into this particular situation of contingency. And therefore, guys, what I mean to say is that those all things, should really be facilitated, and to nurture and, what we call enhance great sense of convenience and great convenience and great comfort and great better life, public day-to-day life, for every Indian citizen, or for every human being out there. And therefore, guys, that was one of my elementary points, which I wish to, put forth here on the discussion. But guys, with this, I have to say that, these all topics are really crucial, as our education is, or, as drinking water, or as breathing nice air for our body, breathing fresh air, or breathing fresh oxygen for our body is. So guys, even these things, should be taken into consideration, and, these things, should be exercised by every citizen of this country, and, by every human being out there. And the rest of the time, guys, you guys can enjoy, you guys can live your life, live up to your life, have fun and all. But guys, please, we should all protect our country, and, even be its responsible citizen, such as to make our country great, and such as to welcome all the visitors, from the United States, or from the United Kingdom, or from the Europe, or from the every country, guys, We should not hold any sort of grudge, we should not hold any sort of grudge or prejudice against any nationality, against any country. Everyone is our friend, guys, And therefore, guys, what I mean to say to all the viewers, who are watching this particular thing, might be from agglomeration Mumbai itself, might be from agglomeration Delhi, or might be from the southern part of India, or might be from the northern part, or might be from any corner of the world, might be from Oxford University, if you are an Oxford University student, or a student of IIT, or Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I truly do welcome you to my channel. And it's like, the thing is that what I need to say is, like, all those beautiful cities like Prague and like Mexico, or like Germany, Brussels, and all those countries. Even our country, should be that great, and that beautiful. Like those countries, and therefore these things are really crucial. And guys, I am sort of trying to cut it short, for the benefit of viewers, such that my point should be understood and all. And guys, obviously, that was the thing, which our great Sri Shivaji Maharaj, always wished. He was a great patriot and a great emperor of Maratha Confederacy, or emperor of Maratha India, Sri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Sri Maharana Pratap and Sri Rani Lakshmi Bai, are all great freedom fighters like Sri Bhagat Singh, Sri Rajguru, Sri Sukhdev, Sri Subhash Chandra Bose, Sri Madan Lal Dhingra, all the great people, even in the politics. And therefore, guys, what I mean to say is that, together, we should make our country great, and together, we should successfully execute our responsibility and our role and our fundamental duty, towards our country. And with this, guys, I can say that, wishing you all the very best for your life, all the very best for your boyhood, girlhood, whatever it is, for your studentship and all. Please do subscribe to this channel, and you can obviously, let me know, in the comments below. And it's like there isn't any restriction or something, but guys, please, it's in sort of it's an humble request, to all the viewers, and an extremely friendly note that please let me know your views and all. But guys, please do not post anything otherwise, like the honest judgment and evaluation of my content, but not anything what we call offensive and all. That's with an extremely friendly mode, with an extremely friendly note, which I'm making. And I repeatedly welcome you to my channel, viewers from all across the world, from all across the globe, all across the country, all across the state, from every religion. I do not discriminate people based on religion or caste or gender or sex, or based on complexion or ethnicity or whatever it is. So guys, all the very best, and you can, if you like this channel, you can really subscribe it, and please do share it, and please do hit the bell button, so that you can get all the updates, and please do make great use of this facility, about this knowledge, guys, basically this is a platform, to create awareness, this YouTube, and even this particular channel is, guys, is intended, to create a sense of cognizance, for all the viewers who are listening it out there. So with this, I'm about to conclude. And so guys, all the very best, and have a very nice day, very nice evening, wherever you're from. And with this, see you guys, and Om Shri Shivaji Maharaj, Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, and Om Namah Shivaya. See you guys, bye bye, and let me know, guys, bye bye.